If they want to joke with me, it's not me. I will kill them in this way before they leave.
Hello, great people. There's a shocking leak tape of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, allegedly threatening to kill INEC officials. In a moment, I'll leave you to listen to the leak tape of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, as released by Omoyele Sowore's led T.h.r.e.a.t reporters. You will recall that Sowore and Wike has been in a running battle over politics, governance, and the personality of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, I have 5 things for you to present to you, and that 5 things will take you from Genesis to Revelation, which is, it will take you from what led to the acrimony between Nyesom Wike and Omoyele Sowore, the statement of Nyesom Wike, why Sowore released that particular tape, and also we'll be dissecting the associated issues. So 5 things that I have for you is, first, the report of Nyesom Wike being sick on T.h.r.e.a.t reporters, where he was diagnosed of congestive heart failure. The second one is Wike's response when he returned from abroad to Omoyele Sowore and T.h.r.e.a.t reporters. The third thing that I'll be presenting to you is Sowore's leak tape on Nyesom Wike, where he was threatening to kill INEC officials. Then I will be reading to you Sowore's Facebook post where he responds to the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, and you can trust Sowore that he has some strong words for Nyesom Wike. Then we'll be dissecting the associated issues. That is the 5th thing that I will be giving you on this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, Dr. Omoyele. First, let us start with number 1, which is the report, as you can see on your screen, of Nyesom Wike allegedly being sick. T.h.r.e.a.t reporters reported that Nyesom Wike was sick and he was diagnosed of congestive heart failure and rushed to the United Kingdom. When Nyesom Wike came back, he was to launch a particular project, and he has some strong words for Omoyele Sowore. Let's go and listen to the response of Nyesom Wike to the publication of T.h.r.e.a.t reporters that he was diagnosed of congestive heart failure. Let's watch it.
Each time I travel, I go with files. I go with CFOs to make sure that the work is not being delayed. But this time around, I said, whatever it is, I must travel. I must. And I must travel without any file. So if the whole place will crumble, let it crumble. Because one has to be alive before you satisfy other people. You know, this job we are doing, there are people waiting for you. The day you drop, they will announce another person the next day. So you must make sure while you are working, you also take time out and relax. So I said, let me travel. Before I know it, I was here that they said they were sick. I heard they said they have heart attack. God will continue to help them to have heart attack. It is my prayer I will sign their condolences. It is my prayer very soon I will write a letter, we are sorry, we loved him, but take heart, it's God that gives, it's God that has taken. You see, the level of this country where we are, we play politics with everything. How somebody can sit down, just all kinds of things. Where the person saw me, I don't know. The hospital he saw me, I do not know. And yet, we're all happy reading it in social media. This is a country where somebody who on social media will say Mr. President is a criminal. Nothing will happen. Nothing. You say all kinds of things you want to say, nothing will happen. No matter how you see people criticize Trump, have you ever seen any American citizen on the social media, on the public, say, look, our president is a criminal? Have you ever had that? But yeah, anybody can wake up in the morning and abuse president And we're happy. You are lucky you have a president that believes in the rule of law. You are lucky. Continue to be lucky. There are those you will meet and you won't be lucky again.
There you have it. That's the number 2 that I have for you, which is Nyesom Wike's response to Sahara Reporter's publication that he was diagnosed of congestive heart failure. Now, let us go to number 3 on the agenda of this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, which is Sowore's leaked tape on Nyesom Wike, where during election, Nyesom Wike allegedly threatened to kill INEC officials.
Oga was trying to reach. I don't know whether he has spoken with you.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let me check him. That time he said I should call.
Yes, sir. Yeah, what's the problem? Well, there's no problem except we ask that they should move the thing to the rack center they receive and the usual intimidation. Intimidation by who now? No, we know that's what they will do. It's just that arriving late a bit and it's trying to put up the disbursement and set up our. I don't know what you're saying. You're not saying that anything. Who is intimidating you? No, like me. Nobody is intimidating me. What? We have people there. Tell everybody to be there. Nobody. You couldn't did it. You couldn't say don't move there. You couldn't did it. They couldn't do anything. You understand me? You couldn't go and did it. So the hero said you will not do. You will not understand. Yeah. The hero is posted from where? From Plateau. From Plateau. But I'll call the Plateau man now. I'll tell him to tell me if he does not return my destiny, I will deal with him. Don't worry. No, let him just sign, that's all. Maybe that was if he does that, he should return whatever, and I'm going to make sure that I will kill him in this state. No, don't worry. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Call the bank coordinator.
Yes.
Of Plateau, the man in the chair.
Yes.
That I said he should warn his man in Ghana.
Okay, sir.
That if he does rubbish, he should reform what he did. That if he tries it, that will make sure that he will never leave the state.
No problem.
So the time I get that he should warn him. If he's playing with people, he thinks that they will collect that and begin to do rubbish. That time that I said that you see what I will do to him. If that's how they be, and then too, I think the man in Ikwere, I think it's also Plateau. I think it's also Plateau. So find out and tell them that I call the 3 coordinators that I say they should tell their people. If they want to joke with me, it's not me. I will kill them in this way before they leave.
No problem.
If I want to return what they gave them, I will kill them. Just call the 3 of them.
All right.
There you have it. You just listened to the leaked tape where the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, allegedly threatened to kill INEC officials. That is number 3 of the outline that I have for you on this episode. Now let us go to number 4, which is Omoyele Sowore's Facebook post as in response to the alterations of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike. Omoyele Sowore posted, he said, I heard that the FCT's drunkard murderer minister, Nyesom Wike, and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have assassinated me for calling him a criminal. Me, if Nigerians weren't so docile, criminals, thieves, and murderers would never have leadership roles in this country. Sad. That is the response of Omoyele Sowore to the alterations of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, where Nyesom Wike, as you listened to it earlier, said that Sowore is lucky that Bola Ahmed Tinubu believes in the rule of law. Now, I've given you the number 4 of the on the agenda of this episode. Now let me give you the last one, which is number 5, and I am fulfilling my promise to you. What I need from you is your impression in the comment section. What is your take as regards the lingering battle between Omoyele Sowore and Nyesom Wike? These are 2 people that are outspoken. These are 2 people that if you like, you can say stubborn. These are 2 people that are go-getters. So how will this battle end? I look forward to your impression in the comment section. Now let us dissect some associated issues, which is that, you see, the leaked tape of Nyesom Wike, I think that it is sad because it is a common practice for politicians to compromise the police. If you look at it in Nigeria, and I'll give you 3 examples, it is common practice for politicians to compromise the police, the military, and INEC when it comes to electioneering, rather than for politicians to go to the people, dialogue with them, and see how they can win through the ballot. What they do is they'll be looking for how to do all this mago, which is to compromise the police, to compromise the military, and to compromise the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Let me give you 3 examples in that regard. The first one is, you will recall the leaked tape of Peter Ayodele Fayose when Goodluck Jonathan was in power at that time. The alleged leaked tape where Peter Ayodele Fayose allegedly said that, well, you need to favor me in this election so that the president can be happy with you. And in that particular tape, he was speaking to the military. Another instance in this regard is that of Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State that handed over to Nyesom Wike. Rotimi Amechi, when Buhari was in power, he used the military to try to take over power in the state, and at the end of the day, the people in the state of Rivers stood their ground, particularly the aged women. They were the one that led protests just so that Nyesom Wike can remain in power. So it's becoming habitual for Nigerian politicians to be looking for how to compromise the military, the police, and INEC. The third one is that of Nyesom Wike himself, as presented to you. And as you heard in that particular thing, you can hear Nyesom Wike in his angry tone saying that if that person try to stop him, or if that person do not compromise, then he will kill that particular person. You heard it in that particular video. That is threat to life. And that leads me to the question, is Nyesom Wike a killer? And I look forward to your impression in the comment section. Is the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, is he a killer? Because he said it in that particular video, threatening that he's going to kill that particular person. So he made threat to life in that particular leak tape. And another thing is that in the first tape that you watch, whereby he was addressing the publication against him on Sahara Reporters, Nyesom Wike also made threat against Omoyele Sowore, in the sense that he said that, oh, the Sowore is lucky that Tinubu believes in the rule of law. And that particular statement carries a lot of weight, because what does Nyesom Wike mean by Sowore is lucky? That is one thing that we need to look at. So what is coming to Nyesom Wike's mind? If he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, what would he have done to Omoyele Sowore? So that brings to mind the question that, why is Nyesom Wike violent in his mind, and is Nyesom Wike a killer, as been alleged by Omoyele Sowore? Another thing is that, looking at the controversy or the acrimony between Sowore and Wike, I can say one thing that comes to mind. And that thing that comes to mind is that Wike has no moral ground, no moral right to condemn Omoyele Sowore. What do I mean by that? Wike has no right to condemn Omoyele Sowore in the sense that threatening to kill is worse than calling somebody a criminal. Nyesom Wike threatened to kill the INEC officials allegedly. Omoyele Sowore called Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal. If you look at it, which one is worse? Is threatening to kill or just calling somebody a criminal? So if you have, if it is in the record that you allegedly threatening to kill someone, definitely you have no moral ground to criticize somebody that just says somebody is a criminal. I'm not justifying Omoyele Sowore's post. I believe that it is wrong to call somebody a criminal when that person has not been convicted. And yes, Omoyele Sowore, we have his day in court, and it will prove why he made that statement. As a journalist, maybe he have some information that I don't have. So let's look forward to the case in court. But Nyesom Wike apparently has no moral ground to criticize Omoyele Sowore when he himself was threatening to kill someone. I just hope that Nigerian politicians will move from personal acrimony into providing development for the people of Nigeria, because there's a lot to be done, there's a lot to be achieved. So the earlier they get their priorities right, the better for each and every one of us. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, Dr. Omoshola. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.